The third thing we do to add to this, so if that's where everyone else stops, well, they say just stay in the moment. But there's two more things that I have discovered. I shouldn't say I've discovered, but it has become apparent to me if you do two more things, then what happens as you're noticing gets incredible. This is not just this. That's where it ends as far as a stress management technique. But if you want this to change your world, literally change everything about your world and your experience with the world, these last two things immediately do that. And it can be transforming. Like few things I have ever, in my 50-some years of being alive and watching the masters that have ever taught about this is the highest that they get. So the next thing we do is we accept. Now, what do you think that refers to? Accept. So you've stopped, and now you're paying attention to your current present moment experience. What is accepting? What does that mean to accept, do you think, then?
Does it mean to acknowledge?
Keep going. What do you mean, acknowledge?
Make yourself aware of where you're at, what you're doing, what you should be acknowledging, accepting it, just taking it in.
Rather than what?
Rather than fighting it and bringing yourself back to those other places that you might be happier at. Some people are happier when they're not here.
Okay. Yeah? Yeah?
I think we usually have like expectations of like how a moment should be, so just accepting it as it is and not thinking, oh, it should be this way right now.
Yes. Or making a judgment about it. Have you ever, think how silly this would sound, and kind of in the acknowledgement mode, versus a not accepting mode. You're watching a sunset. You know, we have some of the coolest sunsets ever here. You're watching a sunset. So you've stopped as you're watching the sunset. You've stopped thinking about everything else, and you've looked, so you're focusing, and it's visual this time. Here's the sunset. Wouldn't it sound stupid to go, yeah, on a sunset scale, that's about a 4? Or, Mother Nature, God, whoever's in charge, you could have done better than this. Come on. I mean, I've seen sunsets, and this is horrible. Does that not sound like the stupidest thing to possibly think as you're watching the sunset? That's judgment. That's expecting that things should be a certain way.
Just a very similar thing happened the other day. I overheard somebody say, oh, the colors are so beautiful, but they'd be more beautiful if it wasn't so dry right now. I was like, are you kidding? It just made me chuckle.
And so what they just did is, rather than experience the colors, they got to make a judgment about the colors, and they didn't get to experience the colors. See, that's the whole difference is, you can either have what you have, or you can have a judgment about it. One gives you peace and quietness and, happiness, and the other means you're right. Way to go. When you go to observing, when your focus is on just observing, you can't, if you say, I'm noticing or I'm observing, that kind of eliminates the judgment piece. You go, oh. Now it's really easy to pull in the judgments. That's really, really a difficult one for us because, think about, you see this dog coming up to you. That was the thing that came to my mind just then. There's this dog coming up to you, right? Little dachshund, let's say. I had a dachshund growing up. There's a little dachshund growing up, And you have a choice. You can either experience the dachshund or make a judgment about it. Oh, that's the longest dog I've ever seen. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you make the challenge that we have is it's very difficult for us to accurately judge a lot of things, like people, for example. Rather than just experience them, we start making judgments first thing. Well, you didn't wash your hair today. What's wrong with you? Is there something problem? Don't you have hot water in your house? You know, all these things that we start making up. Instead of, wow, I'm with you. And I get to experience you.